Hi everyone, my name is Debra and I'm going to show you how to colour leaves using this design by Adele Lorraine from the brilliant Colour in Heaven issue Winged Fantasy. If you enjoy this tutorial and would like to colour along, you can order your copy from shop.colorinheaven.com, links in the description. So let's get started on this cute page. Now I will go through the pencils that I'm using from light to dark, and I'm using Prismacolor today, Prismacolor Premiers, and I'm using Spring Green PC1005, Limepeel PC1005, Grass Green PC909, Prussian Green PC109, and I've pulled out the black. I might not use it yet, but I've pulled it out and it's just black PC935. I might add that just to deepen the leaves up a little bit. So I want to start off with my Spring Green PC913. I've chosen to start off at this corner just so you can see that adorable bunny. Now I'm using this colour and it's really lime shade. You might think it's a bit bright for leaves, but this is just the base layer. I'm actually going to go over all of this with a different colour. I think Limepeel is the shade that I'm going to use, and I do want to colour up to the stems as well. I want them to be a similar green colour. So you just want a very thin layer of this, really light pressure. And this is the Spring Green PC913. So just a nice even layer of that all over. And then the next darkest shade was the Grass Green PC909. I'm going to do these two leaves different, colour them in a different way. So the one to the left, I want to make darkest in the very centre. So starting off where that stem is, pop some colour down and then start pulling the colour out. But you want to leave the very edges the lightest shade. You want to try and do your leaves a little bit different. They're not going to be exactly the same. It's more realistic. You're starting from the stem and you're pulling that colour down. And then for this leaf at the side of it, I'm going to do it the opposite way around. So I want to start off at the outside and pull the colour in. Same thing all the way down, leaving that very centre the lightest. And then the next darkest colour is Prussian Green PC109, and the exact same thing as what we just did last time. So you want to start off in the centre of this one, but don't pull it out nearly as far because you still want that last colour to just peek through. You just want to deepen it up. So you just want to pull that colour down, just like that. And then on the opposite leaf, start off at the edge and you're pulling the colour inwards, keeping that very centre the lightest. Over both of them, all over a really light layer of Limepeel PC1005. I'll start off in the light area and then pull it into the other colours. And using this lighter shade as well, it will blend your colours together really nicely. And then the same thing on this one, but I want to start off at the centre and then pull the colour out. Just like that. Easy peasy. These two I'll actually do the same, just for a little bit of variety. So we want to do the Spring Green first. Just a really nice layer all over, as even as possible. Not forgetting the stem as well. And then same on this leaf. Now this leaf is a little bit different because it's on its side. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that one. So I think for these two leaves, I want it to be like this one. So I want it to be darkest in the middle. So I want to go ahead and work with Grass Green PC909. Starting off at the centre and pulling that colour out. Now I find it helpful to, with the deepest part of wherever you're colouring, is to colour that in first, whichever way that you find it easiest. And then start pulling the colour out, leaving the very edges the lightest. And then the Prussian Green PC109 from the very centre again, leaving the last colour peeking through a little bit, but making sure that you're not going over the very edges. You want to keep them the lightest, just so that lime peel really does show up really nicely. And then we want to use the lime peel. Now with these two, I might add a touch of black, just starting off at the edges and pulling the colour up and then blending. And then yeah, for the black, which is PC1005, very centre. Make sure your pencil is really sharp for this. And then put in random lines from longer lines, shorter lines. You don't want it leaking. Perfect. Just to deepen it up a little bit. And now that gives it a different look from the other leaves. So we need to work on, so it was grass green PC909. And then for this one, because it's actually facing that way, we'll start at the bottom. Start at the bottom, pull the colour up and keep this very edge here the lightest and this very edge here the lightest. Now this is the first time that I've come across this artist, Adele Lorraine, and so far I think it's absolutely adorable. That bonnet, I can't wait to colour that. That's one thing that I do really like about Colouring Heaven magazines, is there's such a variety of different artists, so it gives you the chance to discover new things. And don't forget, this issue is available now, so you'll be able to order it off the Colouring Heaven website, which the link will be in the description of this video. So just pulling that colour out, making sure that the very edges are the lightest. The way that I'm looking is the light's coming down this way, or if the light's coming down this way, and that's why I think the edges would be the lightest there, because the leaf is facing that way. So you've got a couple of leaves as well that are facing different ways, so that it'll be interesting to colour them. So the next darkest shade is the Prussian green at PC109, and the same thing, you just want to keep the very edges the lightest. Now you might notice I'm not doing the brushing technique like I did with this, because it's such a small area, so I'm just being really mindful where I'm placing this green. Same thing with this one, but I'll be able to do it a little bit more, just to deepen it up a little bit, and then try and pull the colour out. And then in with the lime peel, PC1005. Start off at the lightest area and pull that colour down just to blend it all together. And then I think I'm going to go in with the black again. So the black was PC935. Deepen up that very inside, very carefully, gently, and I'm using circular motions like I said, because it's not such a big area. I can't really be doing the swiping motions. So I'm just very careful where I pop this colour down. But you can see how different they look compared to them. So you can make a nice variation of colours. Now I think we'll tackle some of these ones up here, and then we'll be able to do this long stem running down. So we'll be able to do these two leaves here. Now you'll notice the bunny's tail in the background. I cannot wait to colour that, and that is iridescent wings. Can't wait. Oh, I didn't say what colour I was using. The Prismacolor Spring Green PC913. Now, exactly the same thing as before, we're just using this colour as a nice base. I think we'll do these two leaves a little bit different like these ones. So the next colour is Grass Green PC909. And we'll start off on the outside with this one. Starting off at the edge and pulling the colour inwards, keeping that very centre the lightest. Now you see with this one I'm trying to go with the curve, so that's the movement of the pencil. And then the next colour is Prussian Green PC109. Starting off at the very edge, still wanting to let the last colour peek through a little bit. And then the Lime Peel PC1005, starting off at the centre and then blending all the colours together. Actually, I'll pop a little bit of the black PC935 at the very edge of this one, just like that. So base layer again, the Spring Green PC913, just a nice base layer all over. And then we need grass green PC1009. I think I'll do the centre of this one. Starting at the very centre and pulling that colour out. I'm only going to leave on this one a tiny bit of that lighter shade peeking through. So let's pull the colour out even further. And then in with the Prussian green PC1009. And then we can pull this colour out a little bit more as well. But on this one I'm not going to add the black. And then we need to add the Limepeel, which is PC1005. Starting off at the edges, pulling the colour in just to blend all together. And you see they do look different, each leaf looks different, and you're just using these 5 pencils. I think it's really effective. So we'll do this one here. So this is the spring green, just a nice thin base all over. And then in with the grass green. I think we'll do the centre again. Just pulling the colour out. I do want that lighter green to pop through a little bit more than the last one, this one. So don't pull it out as far. And then we need to switch to Prussian green PC1009. Like so. And then actually we'll add some black. Change it up a bit. So black PC935 in that very centre. And carefully pulling the colour out. So I don't want too much. And then in with the Limepeel PC1005, just to blend all this together, starting off at the lightest and then blending all the shades together. And that's super duper effective. Now we need to do something with these stems, so let's fill these in with this spring green, and then we'll switch over to the grass green PC909. I'm going to do this very randomly, just in certain areas, because I still want that spring green to pop through. I'm just picking random areas to colour, and I'm using medium pressure, I'd say, here. And then switching over to the Prussian green, going over the top just to deepen it up a little bit. And then in with the black, which is PC935, just to deepen it up a little bit more. If you enjoyed this tutorial and this design, don't forget that you can order your own copy of Colour in Heaven issue 111 Winged Fantasy from the online shop. Just head to shop.colourinheaven.com or click on the link in the description. We'd love to see your colouring in our Friends of Colour in Heaven Facebook group. Please like, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future Colour in Heaven videos. Bye!